G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a lovely video out in the mountains. I was on my way to actually go to a nice other location to do a video, but this one I took a different road just because I felt like it, because I was bored of the usual route, and I found this lovely little twisty thing, and it gave me some inspiration for another video title, and that's oh mate, what is it with bikers and twisty roads? Everybody loves a good bit of twisties. But why? Why is it that we enjoy these dangerous roads so much compared to like cars? Now look, I know that the car guys love a good twisty road also, but there's something about the bikers that just absolutely love a fat twisty section, okay? Now I know this is a pretty universal thing. Every biker loves it. Even your die-hard Harley bros love a good twisty road, okay? There's reasons for these twisty things, and for me personally, there's good stuff, okay? The reason I like it is it's very, very freeing. It's very enjoyful. I'm making up words, all right? Deal with it. It's just one of those parts about owning a bike that it's so much more unique to the vehicle you're choosing to, use, as opposed to like doing it in a car is fine, but on a bike it's a lot more visceral. It's a lot more risky. It's a lot more engaging. It's a lot more fulfilling as an actual thing to do, a task. But it's just one of those things that, although it might be difficult sometimes, you might be stuck behind a slow car, you might not be skilled enough to ride in the twisty section as the way you want to, or with the group you're with. But there's just something about them that just, it's good for the soul, man. You're having a bad day, head out to the twisties, you're going to come back with a smile on your face. At least for the first 20 minutes until reality hits you again. But the point being is, there's just something magical about being out in the twisty sections that you can't really put your finger on, besides the fact that it's just perfect. It's one of the best times when you're riding a bike where you truly become free and just happy to be here. Commuting on a bike is nice, okay? Don't get me wrong, I love it. I'll commute on a bike any day of the week over driving. In fact, that's why my car battery is basically dead. But when you finally get out to a twisty session, now doing it with the boys is great, doing it solo is freeing, but there's just something about doing it, period. It's so good for the soul, all right? So it's like soul food, but in an activity. Some people like going for hikes, some people like going for walks around the block, some people like going for drives into strange places, but when you're just going for a nice cheeky ride through the twisties, oh man, it's freeing, all right? It's one of those experiences you just got to enjoy and ride. Now, there's not too much more I can really say on the matter besides that, because what else do you do in the twisties? You don't go out in the twisties and just be miserable. You can't. It's not possible. Now, you could have a bad day, you'll come to the twisties and thrash it, and you'll absolutely have a blast. And you could be like me today, where I'm just chilling on my own. No one's riding with me. I'm just here. New location. I haven't ridden down this road except for today. Although I do know where it starts and ends, so, as I found out, so it really isn't that problematic for me. But I thought, in the downtime of not recording, I wanted to just go through all the areas of riding that I'm not very familiar with. So how else do you learn a location if you're not just riding around it? So that's another part, is a lot of the good back roads and twisty roads are in the roads you've never seen before or expect to go down. So the best part about twisties, for me, is usually it's exploring a new location. So not only is it really fun and engaging and great as an experience, you're really going out and exploring new places as well. So it's a double win. So that's why I'm a big fan of just going down roads you've never seen before, because why wouldn't you? And this ends that twisty road. Now we're back into the usual Dandenong Ranges road that if you come up this way, you should know this place pretty damn well by now. But I wanted to start the video up there before I get to my next location, which will be a different video, because I just wanted to bring it up to light once again that when you're riding a bike, it's a universally acclaimed experience to go to the twisties and have a good descent, okay? It's part of the culture for bike riding. You can't escape it when you're doing it. It's just one of those things that everybody is in universal agreement that is just, it needs to be done. It is a perfect thing to do. And why wouldn't you do it, man? It's so good. Now, I think on the first day of owning a motorbike, I did 3 different trips to feel comfortable on the bike, because I'd never ridden before in my life, okay? So the first day I got my bike, I went around the block, the first one, okay? Came back inside, so like I didn't ride straight away. I got the bike and I let the excitement sort of die down before I hopped on it the first time, because I didn't want to get the adrenaline rush and crash because of that, because, you know, why would you? Nice little Triumph speed dribbler. I started saluting people now as opposed to nodding, because it's just more on brand, you know? But I took a second before I actually rode around, and then when I did the block. And then after I did the block, I did the suburb I live in, just a little loop around the suburb. And then the third one, I said, all right, I got the grips of it now. Let's go around the mountain. Was it a very fast send around the mountain? No, God no. That would be a very, very bad time if I had done that. Going around the mountain at breakneck pace on the first day of riding would have been Crash City. So I took it really tame, and I just went around this exact road. It's a very, very entry-level twisty here in Melbourne. But I tell you what, when you come back from a ride like this, the smile from ear to ear, you just can't describe. It's just that good, that when you finish, you're just relieved. It's like having a nice, you know, drink after a long day. Or it's like when you're playing pool and your second beer hits. It's just bliss, all right? Obviously got to be careful of people like this who are hanging out on the side of the road. Sausage. She's going to give me that look because I bloody gave her the hand signal, but she's hanging out. Ah, we still do some nods for the boys. It's lovely and busy up here. I can't believe when I was younger, I used to hate coming out this way until I started doing it more as I got older. And now, I love it. Look at that thing. Oh. But man, I'm telling you, if you're a new rider and you haven't had the balls or the guts because you just feel uncomfortable to go into the twisties, just go. Don't thrash your bike, because believe you me, you will leave a better rider than you started anyway. Because you ain't going to get better by babying your bike around the suburbs. Now look, obviously that's not true, you'll get more comfortable, but you know what I mean. Just go out and ride, have a good time. Don't send it if you're not comfortable. You don't have to send it to have a good time. As you can see, I'm going to speed limit. I'm stuck behind a car that's probably going to slow me down even more, but it's okay. It's one of those nice days. The sun is shining, it's 25-ish degrees, probably on the mountain it's probably about 21, 22 degrees. It gets a lot cooler up here. That's why I wore a jacket, because I thought it'd be a bit cool, but also I didn't want to sunburn my arms. It was too hot for the leather jacket down there, but also don't do that. Wear your gear. But man, I'm just here to have a good time. I'm going to make another video when I get to my next place, but there's a reason I like to come to places like this to record videos, because look at it. The Australian bush is usually brown and desolate. But when you come up to the mountains and the rainforesty sections, you get this lovely, lush green, very, very dense foliage. And man, it's beautiful. So that's why you see me coming up here for a lot of the videos. But my boys and girls, go out, get on your bike, go for a cruise around the mountains. If you're in Melbourne, maybe eventually I'm going to do a little meet-up and just go for a cheeky mountain cruise with everybody, because why not, all right? There's a nice little sesh I do know, which is a nice, good, tasteful ride around the mountain itself. Not just the mountain, it's all the way out to the middle of, like, the bush. But you know what I'm saying? It's a good little ride, takes a few hours. Maybe I'll do that in future. But for now, I advise you to strongly, strongly, strongly get on your motorbikes, get out to the mountains with your friends or with your lonesome, by your lonesome. And just have a good time, man. It's sacrilege to own a motorbike and look at it in the garage and save it only for the best of best days. You should be riding it all the time, unless it's pissing down with rain, unless you're an absolute animal or you live in England. Or the UK for that matter. Because you kind of are always wet down there. Or up there. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the first video here. I do hope you've taken my words to heart, and you're going to hop on your little iron steeds and just go for a cruise. Get out there, explore a little bit, and just have a ball, brother and sister. Just do it, man, and enjoy yourselves. Have a nice ride, and as always, take it easy, keep it cheesy, and have a great day. Peace, bye!